Hi everyone, it's Sydney. It is Wellness Wednesday and I promised you that I would pop on around 4 o'clock. I'm a little bit late. I was having a really fun chit chat with one of my clients and so it took me a few minutes to get set up. But there was something really important that I wanted to talk to you about today on this Wednesday afternoon for Wellness Wednesday at Sydney Mar Wellness, and that is the fact that we're September 14th today and the kids are back in school. I know that vacations are over and you've probably been running and making sure that everything's done, that maybe the cottage is, starting to get ready to be closed for the season, or you've just a lot of things going. So I call it the back to school kind of headache, or the back to school hangover, where everybody's exhausted. So we often, in our efforts to take care of ourselves and take care of the families and make sure the kids are all okay, we kind of forget about ourselves. So today, I really wanted to remind you about self-care. So a lot of people have been asking me for, hey Sydney, are there any specials that are upcoming? Help me get some of your fabulous vitamins, and what's up? So what is up is I am going to be offering for the rest of September free shipping. Why? Because I want to make sure that you get your favorite vitamins. And what is in this offer? What is in this offer is the fact if you buy one of your favorite vitamins and then pick up what I'm going to call one of the essentials, something that you need to have in your cupboard, not for every day, but you need it when you need it, and that is going to be this one. This is I hope my screen's not backwards. This is called the Immune Booster, the Cold Chaser. I really love this. This is one of my opened bottles. Why? Because it's the one that I'm using this week, because it's warm outside, then it gets a bit cold. In the morning when I'm walking my favorite guy, Jack, it is cold. So the temperatures are starting to go up and down. I started getting a cold this week, so I reached for this and I said, gosh, everybody else is going to need it. How can I make sure that they're going to have it, not 5 days later when they don't need it, but when they need it, I want it to be in your cupboard. So today, I really would love it if you would pick this up with something else that might be one of your favorite vitamins from me. Maybe you're a fan of the Fabulous Hair, Skin, and Nails. And then this would be a great one to go together with it. So if you buy your favorite vitamin and then add in the Immune Booster, I'm going to have you take advantage of having free shipping. So I'm really excited about this. So whichever ones of my 12 vitamins, you can have free shipping if you add in the Immune Booster, because I would love it if it is in your cupboard. Not when I have it, but when you need it. Because who knows? I mean, one of those things, colds are funny. They kind of sneak up on you, and if you catch it, when you start getting a little itchy scratchy, which I did this week, I pulled out my Immune Booster. I also pulled out my little Ricola because I was starting to cough, and I said, gosh, it's really time. Just if I could catch it, I'm going to feel better. A couple of days on this, and guess what? No more cold. Really happy about that. So we will talk about a few of the other things, talking about self-care. Your code is listed just above the description in this video. It's September, or September short, like SEPT, self-care. So September self-care, and that is the discount code when you order your favorite vitamin and then add in the Immune Booster. You will get free shipping. So it can be with you when you need it, where you need it, which is probably at the time when, all those kids have gone back to school. Guess what they come home with? They come home with a little bit more germs, and no one wants to have the whole family having this sniffy coldy, like, oh, time to get my little Kleenex out and, sniff my nose. I'd rather not. I'd rather just take a few little vitamins and avoid the whole issue. What's really fun about ours is that actually there is no echinacea in it. We have different ingredients that are the active ingredients, and this is really important because we look for, when I'm working with my formulators, we look to have the products and the ingredients that are not just the popular ones, but the ones that are really going to have a great effect on you. So this is why our Immune Booster Cold Chaser is the product that does not have echinacea in it, but guess what? We've got some great reviews on it. Works like crazy. Do I sound like I had a cold or was going to get a cold this week? No, I think I feel perfectly fine. And that's really all I want for you, is for you to go out the door, feel perfectly fine, be happy, and be your most fabulous best. So I've also been asked, what else might I need if I'm going to look for vitamins that are perfect for me? Many of you know already about my fabulous hair, skin, and nails, the Happy Cells, which is fabulous for you, and I have not talked about some of the other wonderful, wonderful, wonderful vitamins in my beautiful assortment. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the fact, and actually one of my clients had popped over to my place today, and she picked this up. This is called the Everyday Energy. It's our multivitamin. What's so great about this? It is the vitamin that, and I don't want to diss anybody else's vitamins, but it's a very powerful vitamin. We are actually categorized as medicinal supplements because they're that powerful. So it's really quite fabulous, because not only is this a beautiful B complex. Now, why is it important to take the B's in a complex? Because what you might not know is that all of the B's are kind of like, they need to come in balance with each other, because if you take too much of one, and it can cause a deficiency in the other. So anytime you take a B complex, it needs any B's, it needs to be in a complex. Otherwise, you're putting yourself at risk at causing a deficiency in the other ones. What is great about this is that it really does have some beautiful antioxidants in it. We have ashwagandha in it, which is quite fantastic. We also have the ingredients in the formulation is meant to really enhance and to support and to be really fantastic for your nervous system. So great for your nerves. It's going to be great for energy, because your B complex is all about how your body metabolizes energy. So that's going to make you feel more energetic. And we also have ingredients in it that boost your immune system. So if the kids are bringing home some germs, this would be a great one to have as, you know, I almost hate calling it a basic, but it is. It is the basis of great health. So what we're looking for is really a great base that is going to boost your health, boost your immune system, and be great for your nerves. The Everyday Energy is what I would love to recommend. Let's talk about what else is important. Strong bones, solid structure. I love this one. Why do I love it? Because it actually works as a bone regenerator. It rebuilds bone tissue, but it also helps what we call remodel the old bones, because you can't build up new bone tissue unless the old bone tissue is depreciated and made to sort of exfoliate. It's kind of like an exfoliation, but to have new tissue grow, you have to get rid of the old tissue. It's kind of like the way we exfoliate our skin. New skin cells grow if the old skin cells are sloughed off, and that is really the basis of our formulation. And I think there's 4 different kinds of bone cells. And I think the 2 that we focus on are the osteoblasts and the osteoclasts. So that's really about, as we were saying, rebuilding and having fresh new bone tissue, and then remodeling it by taking away and encouraging the old bone cells to actually break down and go away. Why is that important? It's important because our bones actually need to be flexible, and they need to be flexible in a way that is, let's say, I'm going to give you an example. A couple of years ago, I was, do you remember it was the World Cup? And I had gone up to the church with my dogs. I had 3 dogs at the time. We went up to the church, had a wonderful time. I stopped in to say my prayers. The dogs were sitting beside me in the not St. Joseph's Oratory. I was in Frere Andre's little tiny church. That's the one that I prefer. So we were there doing our prayers. It was time to leave. Other people were coming into the small church. And what happened? While we were in, it started to rain. So we came out onto the stairway. I had 2 dogs with this hand. I was holding Sarah here because she wasn't feeling very well. and it had started to rain. Two dogs pull me this way. I've got Sarah. Sarah and I fall back. We wipe out. We've just crashed a bird on the church stairs. And my arm, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that little brown spot right there? It's really not going away. But this little brown spot is my remembrance of that fall. And my arm came down on the stair and went bam! And it really hurt. And I was trying to protect Sarah from falling. And we were just like all over the stairs. But we got up. I picked up Sarah. I got the other two dogs, managed to, get back to my house, which was half a block away. I was very lucky. I lived right behind the St. Joseph's Oratory and Frere Andre's beautiful, tiny little church. And kind of looked at my arm and said, oh dear, wonder what's going on with that. And my friends were calling me because, as I said, it was the time of the World Cup. And they were like, hey, come on, Sid, come down to the bar and, let's all watch it together. And, I have friends at this bar and friends at that bar. And I really wanted to go. So I said, okay. I wiped out. I have a really sore arm. So I got one of my little bags and I put some frozen peas in it. And I called a cab, put the frozen peas on my arm, which was getting a little bit bumpy by this time. It was starting to really get puffy, like, how you get like an egg on your head if you fall down. But this was like the super, 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 super bruise. And I got to the bar and my friend said, okay, show us what you got. I took my little bag of peas off, said, la, and they went, ah, they put the peas back on my arm, turned me around, put me back in the cab, sent me to the hospital and said, well, you know what? We don't want you to die in the bar, so go and get fixed. So I did actually watch some of the game in the hospital room or hospital reception while I was waiting in the emergency. And when the doctor finally saw me, he said, he tested my fingers and he said, you know what? This is going to be the worst bruise ever. But thank God you have, good, healthy bones. And he said the reason that my bone didn't break is because it bent. So it was flexible. It was able to hit something hard, kind of bend around it without actually breaking. So this is why it's really important to have bones that will respond in a way that'll flex into something instead of actually snapping. It's kind of like the difference where in my kitchen I happen to have cork floors. Well, I love my little cork floors. But if I were to take my glass and drop my glass on a cork floor, it probably wouldn't break. It probably would just bounce because it's flexible. But if I were to drop my glass onto a tile floor, which has no, so it would be sharp on sharp, it would probably just smash to smithereens. So that's really what we want. We want your bones to be more flexible, more resilient, more have that bounce back quality. So that is why we have our beautiful strong bones and solid structure to regenerate your bone tissue, to make it fresh, make it healthy, make it flexible, and that means you're going to be able to wipe out and not break your bones. We really like this. One of my favorites. I'm going to have a sip of water. Something else that I wanted to talk to you about, and I know I did speak about this a little earlier. This is the vitamin. I'm trying to get it into all of your cupboards, is my immune booster. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is the some of the ingredients. And let me just read this to you. This has cleaver's leaves, and it has thymus gland, and it has, this one is called tabiua, and it's a type of bark, and it really just boosts the immune system. So I would love to recommend that you take me up on my offer, pick up one of your favorites, whether or not it's the Everyday Multi, and take this together. You're going to get free shipping from me. This is going to be, and it's worldwide. Wherever you live, it's going to be worldwide free shipping. I'm very excited about that. So take advantage of my offer. But here's in my self-care ideas. I would, for those of you who maybe had a little bit of, maybe they had a gastro this summer, maybe they had some pharma meds, some antibiotics, Probiotic Billionaire. I love this product. Why? Because it's enteric coated. And we enteric coat it. Why? Why do we do that? Because we want for you to be able to have this product where you need it. Where you need it is in your small intestine and in your large intestine. So it's going to be able to pass through your stomach, get through all of that, the digestive system there, and get delivered to where it's going to work. The enteric coating is a little bit expensive, but it means that it's going to deliver it where it's going to be of use to you. So I really love that idea that, you're not going to get an upset stomach, because there are some products out there that might have, say, 30 billion active bacteria, but they put in so much because they're not sure what's actually going to survive your stomach and get into your intestines where it's needed. So we have about, I think there are 8 different types of active bacteria in here that are the healthy ones. We also, in this one, in our probiotic, we have something called plantarum. And why did we put that in? Because it also naturally lowers the cholesterol in your body. So not only is it giving you a great digestive system, it is going to, and when you have a great digestive system, that means that your body is getting the maximum amount of nutrients out of everything you eat. And that's going to give you better energy. Instead of kind of, as they say, go in one end and out the other, as it's going in one end, your body is actually taking the most nutrition and sending it out into your body where it's going to be of good use. So a great product, Probiotic Billionaire. It's also going to naturally lower your cholesterol. And how great is that? And it's not going to upset your stomach, because instead of putting in, say, 30 billion active bacteria into your stomach, where it's just going to make your stomach upset. I've had friends come by my house and be, say, visiting for the week and say, oh, I don't know, I just started this probiotic. It's got 30 billion. It's upsetting my stomach. I'm getting diarrhea. I said, well, it's too much. Your body has a beautiful way of balancing itself. So we've given it 12 billion active bacteria here that are going to be delivered where it's needed into your small intestine and your large intestine. It's not going to upset your stomach. It's not going to give you diarrhea. It's a beautiful product. So this is the Probiotic Billionaire. A lot of thought went into this one. We're very proud of it. So the other product that I may have talked to you about in some of my other emissions is my Love Your Liver. So here's the Love Your Liver. And this is Love Your liver loves you. And why am I so excited about this one? I love this product because, as much as we try to eat organic, as much as we try to, or wish that we didn't have some of the fillings that we have in our mouth, as much as we try not to have any heavy metals, or that, as much as, I'm hoping that my water is clean as possible, that, but I know that there's chlorides in it. I know that there's, some other, chemicals that make it healthier for me, but also maybe are going to have to go through my liver. So Love Your Liver, it's going to detox. I'll take a little sip while I've got it. It's going to help regenerate your liver tissue. It's also going to help detox it. It has milk thistle in it. Milk thistle is going to lightly detox your liver and take out any of those heavy metals, any of the pesticides, any of those antibiotics or meds or little bits that are in any of the foods that maybe aren't so good for you. And it's going to help your liver get happy, healthy. And when it's a happy liver, your hormones are going to work better. It's going to help your digestive system. I mean, there are about 500 uses or functions of your liver. So this is a product that I think is one of those formulations that really supports your liver, that we don't know actually need a lot of help. So that's why I'm a big fan of the Love Your Liver. So something else that I'd like to bring to your attention that I've probably spoken about before, just because I'm a big fan of this one, is the energetic body and mind. And this might be one of your new best friends. It is just fabulous. It has, the active ingredient is rhodiola. And why do I love it? We call it energetic body and mind. adrenal support, because a lot of us have what I'm going to call really extraordinary lives. We are busy, we want to go out at night, we want to be able to do our exercises, we want to have our minds really like focused, we want to be able to do that beautiful speech, we want to be able to prepare those papers, we want to go do a presentation, and we really need to be really on our money. This is the product that is going to work for you. Energetic body and mind adrenal support. If you're running and maybe a little bit too busy, it's going to make sure that your cortisol levels are lowered naturally. It's going to give you a boost of energy within 30 minutes. It is also going to help your body metabolize, and it's kind of like the spark plugs in your body that make your body use energy really well. So with that, it means that you're also going to get a good night's sleep. So great energy, it's going to lower your cortisol levels, and it's going to help you get a great night's sleep. It also means that we recommend you take it in the morning, and then you're going to take it maybe just lunchtime, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock maximum, unless you like to stay up late. But because it does give you a boost of energy and it lasts for 4 to 6 hours, I am going to recommend don't take it later than 2 or 4 o'clock, because you are going to be still, motoring along. And what's fun is there's no jitters and there's no crash. So you just get this beautiful boost of energy that is just going to keep you going, get you to the finish line, and you're going to feel fabulous and get a great night's sleep. We do recommend this for people who maybe have need that boost of energy to finish a presentation. Maybe they have had some stresses in their life that they need to sort of smooth out. It's one of those great products. Whether or not you are just a mom at home with a few stresses, or a mom at home with a lot of stresses, or maybe you have to balance being a mom and your work. Maybe you want to make sure that you still have enough energy to, recalibrate. It's a great, great product. So these are some of the things that I'd love to encourage you to take a peek at. As I've mentioned to you before, I have 12 products on my lovely website. They are categorized as the medicinal supplements because they really do give a great boost of energy for whatever it is in your life. Whether or not you want to have your fabulous hair, skin, and nails. I just cut my nails and this is what they're looking like today, so I think you're probably going to like that. We also have the energetic, the everyday multivitamin, which is this one, which is a great basic if you don't know where to start with the choosing vitamins from myself. And as I may have mentioned to you, on my website, I do have a book now button, and that is if you want to hop on and have a free call with me and talk about what's going on with you, help me understand what your health concerns are, where you want to be more fabulous in your life, just go on to that button and book an appointment with me. I'm happy to talk about what's going on, what maybe some healthy habits are going to be, whether or not it is, again, encouraging you to drink your lemon water. Encouraging you to take care of yourself. And one of the reasons that that's so important is because with, every time you get on a plane, you get on the plane and everybody's seated, the captain's ready to take off. What do the beautiful and handsome and wonderful caretaking flight attendants say? They get up there and they're taking care of their section and they're giving you all of the safety rules. And what is one of the main things? Put your mask on first. Why? Because if you want to be able to take care of your kids, if you want to be able to take care of your spouse, your partner, if you want to be able to take care of your mom and dad, you have to take care of yourself, which is why I'm encouraging you to take advantage of my September self-love, where I'm encouraging you to choose one of your favorite vitamins, whether or not it's the strong bones, and add in the immune booster. Because with the immune booster, at least it's going to be where you need it. Because you don't want to catch a cold today and then order it and get it from me 5 to 7 days later. I'd love for you to have this in your cupboard now. And that means it's going to be ready for you, your family, whoever's got the sniffles, because we can have great health. But one day, you're going to bump into someone who has a little bit of a cold, and then they're going to be at your house, and maybe you're going to catch their cold. But you don't have to have a cold. If you take this right away, you're going to be able to avoid that cold. So this is why the place for this is not in my stocks here at Sydney Mar Wellness, but it's going to be in your cupboard, in where you need it, whether or not it's you needing it, your partner, or your child. At least it's going to be where it's needed. And that is why I've decided to offer to you my September self-care, because I want you to be able to take advantage, buy a few things that you need. You've taken care of the family, the kids are at school, we've got what I call back to school hangover, and it's time to make sure that you put your mask on first and that your entire family is healthy, happy. So that's really all I had to say today. I want to make sure that you are feeling fabulous, that you're feeling great, that all of your healthcare needs are taken care of. Pop on, add some questions. I'm happy to help you make some great choices, maybe make some comparisons for you. But please, take care of yourself, take care of your partner, take care of your family, and then you're going to live a beautifully happy, healthy life. So I'm going to love you and leave you. My lovely Jack is asking to be taken out for his evening walk. So hoping that you are feeling fabulous and feeling absolutely great. And if you're not, or you just want to improve your health somewhere, come on down and see me at Sydney Mar Wellness.